Hey, Board Gamers, PJ from Game Gumbo here with another unboxing. We're looking at Waffle Time by designer Maxime Demeyere. It's from AEG Games. It's got an interesting theme where it's a wonderful morning, my stomach is grumbling, and I can smell some waffles being cooked. So let's get inside the box and see what is inside. I'm a sucker for interesting themes, and gathering toppings, pouring on syrup, and crafting the perfect bite of a waffle. I mean, you got me there. I love waffles. I absolutely waffles. I don't really need anything on top of the waffle except pecans and syrup. I'm happy. I don't mind fruit though. I mean, I'll go with fruit, but I'm happy with just pecans and syrup. And by the way, I like log cabin syrup. That's, that maple syrup style. But I did grow up with my dad's Steen syrup made right there in Abbeville. I do like Steen syrup. As an adult, wasn't that big of a fan as a kid, but now I love Steen syrup, especially like Steen syrup cookies. All right, we got the box open. We've got some instructions here. It's a wonderful lazy morning and your stomach is grumbling. What's that heavenly smell coming from the kitchen? It's waffle time. We're gonna draft combinations of fruit toppings and whipped cream to load up the waffles, create patterns to spread surface for points. What toppings you draft not only affects your score, but it also affects your turn order and how much syrup you can use. Plays from 1 to 4 players and takes about 30 minutes. We've got a nice picture of every single component in the game. I opened up one the other day to bag, and they did not have pictures of all the components. They just referenced them. Come on, publishers. We need to know. We know that you think that all the cards might be different, but we need to see what they are, what the components are. And if they come in multiple versions, show us both versions. If there's a 1 and a 5 and the fish tokens are the same as the bread tokens, well, let us know. All right, so we got the rule book, clear examples of how to set up the game, how to play the game. I like the fact that it's got little, illustrations, pictures to show. Some fruit in there also. Clearly to the end of the game, I never really have a problem with AEG rulebooks. They're usually done pretty well. Oh, it's got a solo mode, so it plays for 1 player. Then it's got an actual explanation of every card in the game, every gold card. Then we've got the nice credits in the back. We've got some art direction by Neil Kimball and writing by Peter McPherson. Hey, Peter was on our show when we did Tiny Towns. So he's got a couple of games since then. So listen, if Peter did the writing, I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Maxime is a first-time game designer based in Ghent, Belgium. And the designer thanks his partner Jean for her patience. And his brother, Jerome. Nice. So that's Waffle Time. Thick boards. Oh, I like this. So we got some big, thick boards that actually look like waffles. Belgian waffles, of course. Looks like red, gold, green, and purple. I like the color choices. We've got some punch outs. Let's see, we got a lot of, oh man, do we have a lot of cardboard here? And that's about, nope, we got some more down there too. I'll take a look at that. I think that's some syrup tokens. So let's put that right there. Yeah. Put that right there. Okay. I always like to check the punch out, see? Oh wow, nice and thick. I am impressed. We've got some punch boards, butter tokens, okay. Everything punches out very simply. We've got all the different fruit, I think you can see. We've got cherries and whipped cream and blackberries maybe, strawberries and bananas. And these punch out super simple. Nice job on the production so far from AEG. Over the years, I've played a lot of AEG games. I've never really had any trouble with their cardboard. We've got a ton of cardboard to punch out here. So yeah, these are nice and thick. I'll get to those in a little while. Let's get going. Man, I just did a game the other day. I will not mention the publisher because I can't remember, but if I thought about it, I'd probably remember. Tons of pieces in this game, 0 bags. None, not a single bag in there. So, I mean, come on. We've got some bags. Thank you for doing it. And yes, I will keep harping on this on every video. syrup tokens. I remember because I saw Suze do a little Twitter playthrough type thing, just taking some pictures. So I did recognize something about that. So these remind me of bigger versions of the bubbles in Stonemeyer's viticulture, but they definitely do look like, and yes, the pickleball accident, still recovering from it, but I'm almost healed. What else do we have here? Player scoring tokens, I'm assuming. One in each color. Yep, green, gold, red, purple. All right. And we have the cards. Oh, and a nice handy dandy scoring sheet. And by the way, BGG Stats has that update now where they've got scoring sheets for a lot of the games. That's cool. So, but if you don't have BGG Stats, we've got the Waffle Time scoring, and it goes through all the different scoring with the totals. And then I'd like to take a look at the cards. Let's see some artwork on the cards. What we got here? Waffle Time. I do like it. Strange and different types of themes, and that is definitely one here. Looks like player cards. No, just different types of cards here. And these are the backs. So we've got your typical syrup dispenser, and on the back of those cards are all the different waffle configurations with the whipped cream and the stars, and obviously what types of ingredients they're looking for, I'm assuming. And then we've got, if I remember right, that's the scoring points that you can get. So this is a scoring reference card. So depending on how you have your ingredients stacked, whether you have syrup, whether you have whipped cream, you've got some butter on there, and then these are all the different ingredient cards, it looks like. So we've got butter. I'm assuming we have to shake these up, shuffle them up a little bit. So when we're setting up the game, we're looking to, everybody's going to get that draft board, which is that board that we showed here. This is the draft board. And then we'll shuffle the draft tokens and place them randomly. So the draft tokens, are the, so that are these things, the draft tokens. Okay. And then we'll place them randomly in the 9 spaces on the board. And then this is the turn order tiles, it looks like. 3 and 5 and 1 and 2. Okay, got it. And then we have all the fruit pattern cards. And we showed those earlier. Yeah. These are the fruit pattern cards. Number 3. No, these are these are the fruit pattern cards. So we got all the different fruit pattern cards. Assuming that's what we're looking for. We'll deal one of those to face up to each of the players. To deal one of each of them face up in a row where all the players can see them. And then whatever we don't have, we'll put back in the box. Standard scoring table. Shuffle up the gold cards. Place some butter tokens on the gold cards. And no gold cards. That's these brown cards here. So, this is looking for syrup in the corner, and you'll get 2 points or 3 points if you put syrup in this pattern. Well, that looks like a tough one. That's why it's 3 points here. Then a cross pattern for 3 more. Yeah, all the different goals. Okay. Players are going to go 8 rounds, and then they'll try to arrange the toppings on their waffles so that they can match the fruit pattern cards, and then place the syrup beads on the waffles. And at the end of the game, you're going to get points for the spaces with the butter, syrup on top of fruit, and then syrup on top of fruit, on top of cream, and the player with the most victory points is going to win. All right, so that's inside the box of Waffle Time, brand new game from AEG, from designer Maxime Demeyere. Looking forward to playing this. Take a look. We're going to probably be playing it on the stream pretty soon. And until next time, laissez les bon temps rouler.